the melody.
The life of a girl with her father is a rehearsal for love and marriage. The way you relate with your daughter is imprinting on them how they should relate with their husband when they shall finally marry. And that's why I want to challenge and encourage all men here today. You should be the first one to tell your girls, I love you. Because if you have never done that, because you are an African man, because African men, we don't tell our children, you don't tell our girls, I love you, you know. Am I talking to myself? And it's an African thing. We don't say that. We don't tell our children we love them. Gentlemen, fathers and husbands, be the first one to tell your daughter you love them. Because if you don't, the moment they will walk out of there, nakuna tim mafisi, they will be told, I love you, and they will fall for those guys because they have never heard you say, I love you. And here back, I asked my daughter, do you know you are beautiful? And she said, yes, I know. And I asked her, how do you know? She said, Dad, you have been telling me that all the time. I know I'm beautiful. Supposing I have never told her. And one day she is now going to teenagehood. She's told, hey, you are cute. And she's like, she will be calm. So, love your daughters, man. I would even suggest you have a daddy's class with the daughters. Something I do, I call it daddy's class. Play games with your daughters. Play Scrabble. Play tennis. Play chess. Go out there, play even the, what do you call it, hula hoop. Do all those things with them. That's about daughters. Let me go back to the sons. Because the Bible says that blessed is the man who has his quiver full of them. When you have your sons there, even if you are attacked at the gate, you'll be able to stand and your sons will defend you. Now let me tell you. David had a son called Solomon. And we know that Solomon is actually a proverbial thing in the world, leave alone from a biblical perspective. He is the wisest man that ever lived. And we may think he became wise because God came to him one day and asked him, Solomon, what can I do for you? And he said, he thought, and Solomon never said, give me riches or wealth. He said, give me wisdom to lead your people. Now my question for you is, where do you think Solomon got the wisdom to know what to ask for? Because he must have the wisdom to know that he should ask for wisdom instead of wealth or riches. The Bible said, to him who has, more will be given to him. That means he had wisdom. If you read the Bible, Proverbs chapter 4, verse 3, you will get the answer to that question. The Bible says, Solomon was saying, when I was the only son in my father's house, and still an only child of my mother. Go on. Verse 4. He taught me and said, lay hold of my word with all your heart. Keep my commands and you will live. That was David teaching Solomon. That is how come Solomon would know what to ask for. And because of that, God even gave him all the riches that he could dream of.